Now, some things just get blown off by the wind and weather. And whenever old Mother Nature ain't feeling kindly, just like Aunt Bertha's barn in the winter of '78. Why, I remember the first night them blizzards commenced to howling, and, anyways. But son, why in the Sam Hill do folks not know G from Haw when stacking firewood? I reckon 'cause they got them newfangled thermometers. You know, them ones without mercury that tell you this and that, and I reckon tell you how the milking went. Now, I heard from the chatter at the general store they got these doggone little critters inside them computers that'll give you advice on the harvest or something. Doggone, they got rid of the good old farmer's almanac 'cause folks got too lazy to take old Betsy the truck. My cousin Myrtle had a mule named Betsy. I reckon we lost her in '77 or whenever that there was. Well, them youngins were content enough to listen to the magic computer gremlins, and they killed the farmer's almanac like the hog before Christmas. Well, about that firewood, that ought to be the culprit of them shenanigans, them pocket critters. Why, I was hauling some fine quartz up from yonder ridge, and I'm riding down the gulch, and I see the homestead cross from it. And their pile of firewood was the sorriest sight in the county, boy. Now, I think that old barn, after that blizzard knocked her clean down, had more spirit than that tumbling mess of good, honest wood. Why, if only the pine they chopped down with them electric saws or what have you could see what they made of it. Real lick and a promise was given there, I tell you all that much. Why, back with Pap in the holler, you'd have to stack them bastards like you're building the courthouse out of pinions, or else he'd have you a hell of a whooping. These tenderfoots thought maybe gravity went fishing and didn't even crib the bait. Then they fixed to put the logs all mismatched on top of each other. Ain't got no smarts, that's for sure. Must have been the ninny of his kin, and ain't got no shelter. What do you think'll happen when that gets wet? You're better fixing to burn the tablecloth. You know, back in that winter, I think Aunt Bertha had to do that, and a plumb shame. Mighty fine one, too. Reckon that was from her 5th cousin. Met him once, and I think a stray piece of copper hit him when he still exploded. Why, I tried to knock some sense into that boy. I says, Cletus, ain't nothing boiling in there except Satan's stew. Them pipes look shakier than a drunk raccoon in a hailstorm. I bet you my best mule he got something like that. Anyways, that's the young'uns for you. All hat and no cattle, except them critters would tell 'em they have a hat, and they're wearing Grandma's handkerchief. Wasn't there an old fable about that? Anyways, this is Jebdo Schnebly, up from yonder ridge. And don't come asking me for no wood. Should have started chopping right as spring started. My cousin Melvin once told me that's when the wood's the finest.